All right, we're quickly going across to an update that is coming in from Pakistan, where Imran Khan has won the vote of confidence. Imran Khan has won the vote comfortably with 178 votes. He has won the vote of confidence by securing 178 votes. So Imran Khan in 2018 with 176 votes, in 2021 178 votes. Smooth sailing there, Dr. Chaulia there, who continues to be with us. But what changes from here on, Dr. Chaulia? That will be interesting to know. That sure sign of nervousness still can be seen now with Imran Khan.
Yeah, I think Imran Khan is emerging weakened from this crisis. He was always a weak prime minister. He was a puppet of the military establishment, and now they bailed him out again today without the behind the doors manipulation and maneuverings and threats and incentives being offered by the ISI. The confidence vote would not have succeeded, and this crisis simply showed who the true masters of Pakistan are. It's always the military and the ISI, and they run the show from behind the scenes. So I think what will happen is that with poor governance by Imran Khan, which is going to continue now, the people will get angrier and angrier, and the opposition parties, the Bhuttos and the Sharifs, they will now get a new lease of life to go for the next election and to defeat Imran Khan. So between now and then, I won't be surprised if the military actually uses its hidden hand and replaces Imran Khan at some point, because no Pakistani Prime Minister has ever been allowed to complete a full term. And Imran is just like in his third year now. So there are good chances of high instability, and the military may even invoke emergency provisions and try to bring about a change behind the scenes, and also provoke India with terrorist attacks and such things. So it will have a broader regional implications. The more instability and chaos and the mess that you see in the Pakistani politics, the higher the risk for us. We should be absolutely prepared and ready for any eventuality, because what the military does is...
But Dr. Chaulia, do you believe the scenario would have been different had the opposition not boycotted the session? I mean, you're still saying that 2 years more of Imran Khan government may continue only if the military allows him to continue to be their stooge. But what happens with the opposition here? Is it a lost opportunity for them?
Well, I think they didn't have the numbers. They will actually need the fresh mandate of the voters. What happened last time was Nawaz Sharif was disqualified and in a judicial coup, and he was not even allowed to contest. That's why their numbers went down. So they actually need a higher number of seats to be able to overthrow the current regime. That can only happen if there are fresh elections, or if there is a mass defection from within Imran's PTI party. There was already a defection. That's why they lost the Senate seat recently. But it was not big enough, and I think the ones who are defected have all been threatened and cajoled by the ISI to come back and vote for Imran. That's how he has survived today. So I think it shows that there are factions within his party, and the opposition will try to unite with them and ultimately try and bring about a change, either through ballot box or through some kind of an internal defections like we saw earlier. But I think overall the situation is the military will heave a sigh of relief today, but at the same time they will be plotting their next move, and knowing them, we know that nobody is really their favorite. Their only favorite is themselves and jihad. So they will look to have a replacement within the PTI for Imran Khan at an opportune moment, remove him, and then carry on ruling and carrying on exploiting that country and carrying on threatening neighboring countries.
Well, he was only in a need of 171 lawmakers' support there, but he has managed to go past that with the 178 mark in the 341 National Assembly members there. But however, Dr. Chaulia, the vote of confidence, that was not a secret procedure. So it would anyway be difficult for the members of the PTI to vote against the party and against the Pakistani Prime Minister himself. So it is more of a farcical method that we are looking at this point in time, do you believe, with Imran Khan securing more than 170 votes?
Yeah, so the procedures mattered. The Senate seat which he lost, his party lost in Islamabad, was because it was not an open ballot. And people could, show their true preferences without fear. But now there is fear. You see, the ISI and the military chief, DG of ISI met the Prime Minister yesterday before the vote of confidence, and it was made a big public show. What is the need for these extra constitutional authorities to be involved in a parliamentary vote of confidence? That just showed that they manipulated this game, and in the name of open balloting, what happened was they contravened a lot of procedures themselves. So, nothing is sacrosanct in this country. If it was really a democracy, it would not be promoting terrorism as a state policy against its neighbors. So there is nothing democratic. The PTI and Imran will now claim that this is a victory of democracy and of openness and transparency. But the reality is what happened before the vote, in the run-up to the vote, that will never be made public. You have a country like Pakistan where if the media even reports about the behind-the-scenes manipulation being done by the deep state, they could be shot and killed and disappear. That's the kind of democracy or sham that they are running there. And I am afraid that Imran is simply digging himself deeper and deeper into a hole by hanging on to power despite being an utter failure.
All right, so for now, his government will continue, and thanks to owing the full thanks and support to the military that runs Pakistan all through these years there. It only depends on how long will Imran Khan now survive till the time he continues to serve the military there. Thanks very much, Dr. Cholia, sir, for joining us here on the broadcast. So smooth sailing there for Imran Khan for now, securing the vote of confidence in the National Assembly in Pakistan.